Well, I want to thank you for coming out on one of the rare, non-rainy Saturday afternoons in the summer in the city of Chicago, the year of 2009. Can you give yourselves a round of applause? We are here today to ask the questions in Illinois where renewable energy is concerned, where our practices, where our policies, where the rubber meets the road in technology coming to marketplace. Are we hot or are we not? And we have some of the leading minds and practitioners here in Chicago with us today to help us unpack the sometimes overly complex issues or overly cloudy, maybe they're not complex, they're just cloudy issues, so that we can really be informed consumers, and not just consumers, but entrepreneurs, and not just entrepreneurs, but educators. We are here to look at this whole idea of weatherization, conservation, and what is renewable energy and how do those two things relate. We're here to look at green jobs, trade unions. How in the world do you say those two things in the same sentence? What happened? We woke up and one day the USW had married the Sierra Club. And we're going to hear from one of the offspring of that happy union in thinking and practice today, and I'm going to introduce our guest in just a minute. We're going to talk about waste to energy. I mean, we're going to talk about how we can actually find the gold in our trash. We're going to look at the relationship between conservation and recycling, throwing stuff away, except for mostly we find out there's no such thing as away. And we're going to find out what it means to bring the energy of the sun into our neighborhood. Now that may sound a little scary, but I think you've got some of the leading minds in the nation here today to help it be simple to understand, and then it'll be for you to decide, with the help of some of our moderators here today, whether it sounds like a good idea or whether the precautionary principle should be invoked. And so we're here to raise our game, raise our energy IQ, and also to win some prizes in the process. Now, is that a deal or is that a deal?
That's a deal.
Okay. So here we are in the first annual Renewable Energy Series in a partnership between Olive-Harvey and its new Sustainability Institute and Black and Green. And here we are on the far south side of the city at the gateway between city and suburbs, the gateway to the beautiful Calumet. And here we are in the heart of an industrial corridor, nestled in 67 acres, and really just at the verge of discovering what's possible in green community education. We understand from our president, our new president, Dr. Clyde Elamine, that here in the 9th Ward, significant development is going to be taking place. And when I say significant, we're told there will be 1,000, up to 1,000 homes constructed across the street on 103rd, and the first phase being, 100 or 200. And we want to understand in real life terms, in practice, on the ground, what it means to do things the wise way. Is there a way for us to design, build, and live in brand new communities as citizens of the earth who are respectful to people, profit, and planet, which is the bottom line as we come to know it? We're going to be talking today about one of the 8 principles of Green Village Building, and that is principle number 2. And that is each village produces its own energy for light, heat, and transportation. without getting into a lot of the scientific background for wanting to do that and needing to do that, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the day, introduce to you one of my good friends and a collaborator in one of Black and Green's new communications initiatives, and then let you have a sense of the role of the program today. We have the opportunity to hear from Timmy Kruller, who is the chair of the Chicagoland Green Collar Jobs Initiative, how we can put into context the relationship between what's possible in employment, what's missing in employment, and how training courses around the city right now are able to orient their curriculum to help match with industries existing now or coming online in the future, so that we can actually, as a community, boost our employment rate. We have the opportunity as a community to look at the 8 principles of Green Village building as a whole system solution. BIG was born to remind generations of our great cultural legacy, which is our stewardship of the land, and to reinvent that legacy here in the age of climate change. We are a green community education and trade association, and so we work in conjunction with organizations all around the city to put together green curriculum that is relevant to, useful to, and accessible to the communities within walking distance. And so we have the privilege of working toward fulfilling our mandate, which is, I am my vision fulfilled. And the vision is self-sustaining Black communities. We teach environmental literacy from a social justice perspective, as well as the 8 principles of Green Village building. And we hold a 3rd Friday environmental education event around town, and have been since January of 2008. We have got a lot of good people to speak with today, and I'm going to start with Dave Kraft from Nuclear Energy Information Service, who's going to share with you part of our mission to get the hard news, the good news, and the sometimes complex news about the new green economy out to the people who, where the people are. Dave Kraft.